matches, and as we will be following the Lady Aces, and we are going to do our best to bring you as many as possible of all of the home matches that they have. Last year, I think we got them all, but you never know when you're going to have something come up and you're not going to be able to be around on a Saturday or something like that. So, but our goal is to bring you all of the home matches, and we'll see how we do. Aces will have the ball in the first serve to get things started against best 3 out of 5 to win the varsity match. The officials are checking the numbers, the players. The libero checks in, and we've gotten the high sign. We're ready to go, and we are underway. Slattery runs into her own player. The libero tripped up Taylor, and they both hit the deck, and that'll be a point for the Swanton Bulldogs. On paper, these are two very evenly matched teams. Even Christopher was remarking that if you just had to try to prognosticate who might win based on what you see written down, it might be kind of a hard choice. But the Bulldogs will jump out to an early 2-0 lead here. Swanton, of course, up in Fulton County, Delta area. Over the net it goes. Now the Aces looking to answer. Adams and up, and that should be a point for the Aces. That was Elise Baldwin. Back to serve now, number 4, McKenna Baird. Baird, nice dig to get that serve back out of there. Baird. Over the net it goes. Oh. And that caught Slattery just a little out of position, not quite able to get behind the ball there. Libero number 3, Liliana Valderas. Valderas, the senior, gets the whistle. Her team up 3-1. Valderas, nice hit right to Aces number 7, Evie McAlexander. And they drop it into a nice gap and score the easy point. Good eyes for the Lady Bulldogs, and Valderas will drop back to serve once again. Valderas, nice serve, good set, and it'll be a double hit on the Aces. Point for the Bulldogs. Valderas to McAlexander. Up and over, and that's got a little too much mustard on it from Kennedy Adams. Now they're going to say nope. Give him the point. So I guess that got touched as it went out of bounds. Another good serve from the Aces. Nice block. Good recovery for Swanton. Good setup. And that one will be out. Nobody touched it that time. Bulldogs up 6-2. Again, game number 1 of the varsity match on this Tuesday night. Defiance County Fair Week here in Hicksville. We've been out at the fair every day so far this week. We'll be back out there tomorrow, too. Oh. Faber got behind the ball and got it up and out, but none of her teammates able to close the gap before it drops in onto the floor. Back to serve now, number 13, Elise Baldwin. Baldwin with her team down by 3. Gets the whistle. Here we go. Nice looking serve. And that one's just outside. That was pretty close, but it lands just beyond the line. So another point for the Aces. Baldwin, again, another pretty good looking serve. It goes right to Valderas. Aces scrambling, and a miscommunication there, a little confusion between Adams and Baird, and the ball drops between them. Up. Baldwin to Valderas. And nice block. And hits over. Nicely done. The Aces managing to pull out of that one, and they're going to have another kind of a rough transition, but they get the ball over the net. Another big hit. Baldwin. And that one drops in, and another point for Swanton. Timeout from Coach Samantha Lavin, who does not like to take timeouts. So they've got something to talk about, and we do too, and that's our good friends at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. One of our diamond level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage this year here on Hicksville Community Television. We want to thank them so very much. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. And if you are in the market for a vehicle, if you're looking for something brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime. And remember, too, also great service departments at both dealerships as well. And at Jim Schmidt, they always do their best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are looking for and the one that will best suit you and your family's transportation needs. I want to thank them so very much. I think this is their 15th or 16th year now that they have been with us. As long as I've been station manager, I just celebrated my 15th anniversary, so I think it's 16 years. Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online, JimSchmidtAuto.com. And that was just outside. Point again for the Swanton Bulldogs. 9-4, Aces down by 5 out of the timeout. Curtis's serve over the net. Goes to McAlexander. Slattery gets it over the net. A little tap over. Baird. And that'll be a point for them with, you say somebody carried the ball? Yep. For the Aces. 10-4 now. Kinley Curtis. Good looking serve. Right to Baird. At least Baldwin puts it over. Valderas, a nice block. Ho-ho! I think that was Mika Inkrot saying, Unfortunately,
he went out of bounds.
Yeah. Slattery, Baldwin, Inkrot. Inkrot again. Put some mustard on that one. Able to get it over. McAlexander gets it, and then Slattery drops it in. Good hit from Taylor Slattery as she scores. For the Aces, they'll get the serve back, and it'll be Kennedy Adams dropping back. Aces still down by 6. Showing some good signs here. And again, too much on it as it floats out of bounds. Substitutions on the Swanton side as the libero comes out. Back to serve, Ramirez. Good looking serve right to Adams. A little doink over the net. And that one goes into the mast, and that'll be a point for the Aces. I think those are called masts. I'm not sure. They have these two poles sitting up at either end of the net with red and white stripes. McAlexander's serve. Ooh. That one had a little bit of smoke on it. They drop in for the point. Bulldogs go up 13-6. Game number 1 here of the varsity match tonight. Glad to have you with us. Chris Warner, Bill Murphy were your broadcast crew tonight for Hicksville Community Television. Getting the high school sports season underway, and that'll be out. Of course, on Friday, we will get the high school football season underway. Nice road trip to Hamler on deck for Friday night. Oh, man. Some authority on that one from Slattery, but unfortunately it goes out of bounds on the back line. Looking in the crowd. Yeah, I see Taylor's dad up there on the other side. Nice. Good recovery from Swanton. McAlexander. Baldwin doesn't get a good contact on the ball, and it'll go into the net. McAlexander to Baldwin. And over the net goes from Van Scoter. And again, another point for the Swanton Bulldogs, and Teslin Reed comes into the game on the net for the Aces. Adams, Reed, and Reed kind of carried the ball. Yep. I'm not that great on volleyball yet, but I'm getting there. But I could recognize that one. Again to Adams, Baird, Baldwin. On the other side, Swanton looks to answer. Baldwin, Baird, Slattery, and touched. It goes out of bounds, but it was touched first by one of the Swanton players, so that'll be a point for the Aces. They'll get their serve back, and Taylor Slattery drops back. Taylor over the net, good serve. And that will be in. That was a good hit from number 13, Anya Koklovich. Or is it Keklovich? I'm sorry. Anya Keklovich. And if I'm still saying it wrong.
Well, you gave it a better shot than what I would have.
Baldwin smokes it. Nice recovery, and they get it back over the net. Aces with another chance, setting it up. Baldwin again. And again, another dig out. Baldwin, McAlexander, and Reed. Reed put some spin on that ball. They'll tap it over. Baldwin, and over it goes again as the Aces stay alive. A little dink over, and that time they can't get to it. It drops to the floor, and the Bulldogs hit the 20-point plateau. Baldwin, excuse me, Baird, and that was Baldwin. That one's a point for Hicksville. McKenna Baird over the net, out of bounds on the back line. Valderas will come back into the game along with Hannah Kraus for the Swanton Bulldogs. Valderas with the serve. Adams, Baird, Baldwin. Dug out of there. Get back into the center of the court. They knock it over. Baird's right there. McAlexander and Adams. Valderas. Aces trying to keep it in front of them. And Adams into the net. Baldwin to Valderas. McAlexander, Adams, and Reed. Nice block. Good recovery by Swanton. Adams. Baldwin takes it over. Well, that's going to be trouble. No, they managed to get it back in. And that'll be a point, as it was a double hit on Elise Baldwin. 23-8 as the Swanton Lady Bulldogs closing in on game point. Valderas, another good-looking serve. Baird, Baldwin. Alexander, and now that will bring up game point for Swanton. Liliana Valderas into the net. Aces stay alive into the game. Lydia Van Scoter. She'll step out along with Evie McAlexander. Game point again for the Lady Bulldogs. There it is. 25-9. Swanton wins game number 1, and we'll get ready for game number 2. We'll take a little bit of a break here, 3 minutes between games. Time enough for us to say a big thank you to another one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering solutions for business and industry along the lines of welding, powder coating, safety equipment, and so much more. It's amazing all the things that they do. They partner with the school here with a series of educational courses for the vocational ag students here at Hicksville Schools. I want to thank Tony Nicewander and the whole gang. And, hey, they are looking to add to their workforce. If you are interested, you can go to www.aptmfg.com/careers. That'll take you to a complete listing of all of the opportunities they have available at APT. Many of them come with special training and certification opportunities. You can fill out an application, upload your resume right there on the website. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank them so very much, again, for their continued support of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. All of our Diamond Level supporters underwrite all of our sports coverage throughout the year, and we want to thank them so very much. We hope that you will do the same as well. Our good friends, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Also, a good opportunity to thank one of our 2 silver level underwriters joining us for tonight's home opener for the Lady Aces volleyball season, and that's our good friends at the Hicksville Bank. Member FDIC, the Hicksville Bank. Their main branch located, obviously, right here in Hicksville, Ohio. They have other branches throughout the region, Edgerton, some over in Indiana as well. Hey, if you'd like to get a complete listing of all of the branches, the hours of operation that they have, along with the main branch, the services they provide, and more, check them out online at www.thb.bank. They are a full-service bank for you and your family's financial needs, and we want to thank them so much for being with us tonight and helping us bring you the Lady Aces volleyball home opener this evening. Our good friends, the Hicksville Bank, member FDIC, and online at www.thb.bank. So the Lady Aces find themselves down 1-0 in this best 3 out of 5 varsity match. And the Swanton Lady Bulldogs will have the serve to get game number 2 underway. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here with us. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Serve is up from Lexi Faber, and that's an ace. Faber will drop back to serve again. Adams, Baird, and Baldwin. Alexander digs that one out. Baldwin gets it over the net. And that will get blocked right down under the hardwood, and we're even at 1-1. Alexander gets it over the net with her third hit. With the third hit, I should say. And that one out of bounds and aces. So Hicksville with the lead, 2-1. I think. They haven't put the point up yet. And it'll be 2-2 as that one goes into the net. Another point for Swanton as the ball goes down out of bounds. I guess we're still having some occasional connectivity issues with our Wi-Fi coverage.
Yes, we are on tape delay right now.
All right. So we apologize for that. We hope we'll be able to reconnect. We'll continue on, though. That'll be out of bounds on the back line. Into the net. And we'll be even at 4 each. That'll be out on the back line. So Elise Baldwin getting ready. Ace is up 5-4 now. That'll be out. Aces will go up by a couple. That'll be another point for the Aces. Try reconnecting again.
I've tried that.
Switching back and forth?
Yep.
All right. Between the Verizon and the...
We are still tape recording though, so.
So why don't you, as we are on tape delay at this point, let's see if Christopher can put a quick blast out on our Facebook page, whatever, to let people know that we've got technical issues that we're working to resolve, but that one will go down onto the floor, and the Aces up now by 4, 9-5. Adams with the serve over the net, and that'll be an ace for Kennedy Adams. And timeout. As the Aces will come to talk about it. And during this timeout, again, we will apologize for the connectivity issues that we are having with the Wi-Fi system here. We are having a difficult time. We have both the school's Wi-Fi that we have access to, and we have a mobile hotspot with us, and for some reason, neither of them are working very well right now. They're not sure just what the issue is. We're seeing if we can work to resolve it, but again, we're recording this, so even if you've been frustrated, we apologize by the live stream interruption. But you will be able to at least catch all the action that you missed on the replay. We'll try to get this turned around here quickly and get it up and on our video on demand library as well as on our broadcast platforms as quick as we possibly can. So back into action. Adams over the net. Adams, and again, that'll be a strike for the Lady Bulldogs. Draw them a little bit closer. They'll get the serve back. And dropping back to serve, it'll be number 8, Jordan Ramirez. Ramirez to Elise Baldwin, to Baird, and Slattery will get the point that time. Van Scoter into the game as it'll be Mika Inkrot sitting down to catch a breather. Evie McAlexander. Ball returned by Carazales, and it drops in for the Aces point as Hicksville up now by 6, looking to even up this best 3 out of 5. That'll be just out of bounds on the sideline, and another point for the Lady Bulldogs of Swanton. Ludlow with the serve. Baird, Van Scoter, and Van Scoter a little too much on it. It'll go out of bounds on the back line. Carol Ludlow will have another serve over the net to McAlexander. Slattery, and Taylor, that one will float on her, and it'll go out of bounds on the back line and pull the Bulldogs back to within 3. Across the court. Blocked at the line. Now Slattery gets it over the net. And that one will be out on the back line. Off the hit by Lexi Faber. Serve rotates back to Taylor Slattery. Her team up 13-9. Slattery out of bounds on the back line. So Swanton back to within 3 again. Into the game for Swanton, Kinley Curtis. And in for the Aces, Josie Smith.
So the officials overruled the line judges on that one. The line judges said it was in. However, the officials said it was out.
Yep. I said, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. That'll be in, and that'll be a point for the Aces. No doubt about that one. I had a good view of that. Dropping in right in front of us. McKenna Baird puts it into play. Dig out by... Oh, and that one will be off the hands of Baldwin, and it just sort of rolls down the top of the net and drops on the Aces side of the floor. And Liliana Valderas, the Librero with the serve. McAlexander, Baldwin, Baird, and Scoder, it's blocked. Baird pushes it back a little bit. Smith, McAlexander, Van Scoder. To Baird, Baldwin, Adams. They'll drop it over, and that could be trouble, but the Aces recover. And they're going to say a point with the carry of the ball.
We do have an active student section in the Aces.
So the student section is not happy with the call. Pulls Swanton to within 2. Over. Strike. As that pulled Swanton to within a point of the Lady Aces. Oh, and we're tied at 14. As down by, I think, 6 points at one point, the Swanton Bulldogs have battled back. Valderas with the serve. And that'll go out. So they tie it up, and then the Aces jump back out to a 1-point lead as Inkrot comes back into the game for Hicksville. And Van Scoder. And they didn't have a proper rotation of the players on the, they were out of place. So that's another point for the Aces. And Van Scoder will drop back to serve again. And Scoder, good looking serve. Oh, nice job by Inkrot. She has a little tap down, and they're going to say she went into the net, and that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. Oh. Swanton leading 1-0 here, looking to go up 2-0. Smith, Baldwin, Inkrot. Valderas. On the other side, Baldwin to Valderas again, and that one they're not going to be able to get to. Aces up by 2. Smith will come out. Slattery back in for Hicksville. And in for the Bulldogs, Ellie Saunders. She'll spell Keklovich. Baird, Alexander, Inkrot. And that'll be a point for the Bulldogs. Back to within 1. Kinley Curtis with the serve. And just clears the net. And it'll be out of bounds from Inkrot. Tied at 17 now. Good looking serve, Slattery. And it'll come right back at the Lady Aces, and it'll go out of bounds, and another point for Swanton as they retake the lead 18-17. Curtis with another serve coming. And that'll be out of bounds on the back line off the hands of Inkrot, and Swanton up 19-17. Another timeout on the floor. And as, again, we are getting volleyball underway this evening, we want to let everybody know that coming up this Friday, we'll have the start of the high school football season. Home opener for the, well, not home opener, but road opener for the Aces this year, as Hicksville will be traveling over to Hamler to take on the Patriots of Patrick Henry. Christopher and I are planning on being over there with them. Hopefully we won't have the live stream bugaboos that we've got going tonight. But we'll look forward to getting the high school football season underway coming up this Friday here on HIX-TV and the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Teams will break huddle. And getting some of the paperwork straight at the scorers table. I think we got everything all situated. Hicksville down by 2 here in game number 2 of the varsity match. Kinley Curtis serving once again. Curtis served to McAlexander. Baldwin. Adams has it knocked to the floor. And Bulldogs of Swanton hit the 20-point plateau yet again. 5 points away from a second victory. Baldwin, Baird, and Crott. Set up, and that one's off of McAlexander's hands. And that'll be another point for Swanton. Aces looking to set it up again, and that'll be a double hit, or a carry. They say she carried the ball, okay. Point for Hicksville. 21-18 now, and Kennedy Adams back to serve. Adams serve, right to Valderas. Ooh, and that should go. We'll see if they can salvage it. They do, but that'll be out of bounds. So the Aces getting the Lady Bulldogs a little discombobulated there. They get it over the net, but out of bounds. Another point for Hicksville. Another serve for Adams. Oh. Good job for the Aces. They pull back to within 1. Timeout from the Swanton bench. And with this timeout, we'll say another thank you to another one of our silver level underwriters with us for tonight's Aces home opener, and that's our good friends at Bruce Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering Services of Hicksville, Ohio, located in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. If you have any questions or have any interest in for real estate, if you're looking to buy or sell residential, agricultural, commercial, whatever the case may be, they can answer your questions and they can help you out. It's always a good idea to deal with a realtor when it comes to working with real estate. And if you'd like to find out the very latest listings that they have at Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering, as well as the upcoming auction calendar, check them out online. It's www.guilford-realestate.com. Want to thank them again for their silver level of support in 2024 for select programs here on HIX-TV. Bruce Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering Services of Hicksville, Ohio. On the net. Yep. Slattery over the top of the net. And it'll be 22-20 now. Swanton, as Lady Bulldogs will get the serve back. Serve to Baldwin. Baird. Inkrot has it blocked, but it falls on the wrong side of the net. And that's another point for the Lady Aces as they keep it close here in game number 2. Evie McAlexander. Ball in the air. And it'll drop in, and we're tied. McAlexander will serve yet again. Swan looking to see if they can set something up, and that's a nice kill from Slattery as the Aces go up 23-22. Into the game now for Swanton, Cara Ludlow. McAlexander serving again. Good serve right in the center of the back row. Over it goes. Baldwin, Baird, and Slattery again. Game point for the Aces. McAlexander puts it up. Adams, Van Scoter. McAlexander and Slattery just gets it over the net, keeps it in play. Baldwin, Baird, Slattery. Blocked. Yeah, Van Scoter taps it in. And the Aces win game 2, 25-22 to even up the varsity match at 1 game each. Well, we'll count down another 3 minutes between games. We tried Ethernet to plug into both of the boards. We couldn't push neither of them will work.
Are they numbered? They got numbers on
I
them?
don't know. Do those have, the Ethernet ports have numbers? What are they? We'll say a big thank you here to another one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, and that'll be the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. A full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have over-the-counter medications, medical equipment and supplies, gift sundries, and so much more. It's a great store just to stop and kind of browse around if you need a quick greeting card, grab a snack, candy. If you're looking for a last-minute gift for someone, they can help you out. And we want to thank the Myers family so very much for, again, their diamond-level continued support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And, hey, if you'd like to get information on the latest COVID boosters, flu shots, or more, you can give them a call, 419-542-6218. They'll be happy to help you out. We want to thank them so very, very much. And, again, invite you to stop by and see for yourself what a difference being locally owned and operated truly makes. Our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy. Once again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Well, it's all tied up, one game each, so we're going to play at least 4 here tonight at the Red Zone as we're just past 8 o'clock this evening. And usually a volleyball match takes between 20-25 minutes to play. Of course, if they do go the full 5, the 5th game doesn't go all the way to 25. So, but we'll worry about that if we get to game number 5. About 30 seconds to go here before we get game number 3 underway. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here with us. Hey, if you're enjoying the coverage and you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the HIX-TV YouTube channel. You can click the bar there for notifications, and there you're first to know whenever we schedule a new live stream event or whenever we post new content to our video on demand library. For the many who have already subscribed, we thank you so very much. And if you haven't, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you as part of the community of Hicksville Community Television. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for game number 3, and should be Aces volleyball, I think, to get this one started. We'll get ready to, I'll check the players and the positions. I'm going to wet my whistle here a little bit. I've been talking a long time. I haven't done this for a while. Starting to get a little sore throat here. You can talk. You know, if you're the color guy, whenever the play-by-play guy is taking a break or whatever, you're supposed to just jump right in with something interesting, you know?
Oh, yeah, we can bring back Chris's fun facts.
There, yeah, all right.
I will say, going back to football, what you were talking about earlier, I will say you weren't at the Parade of Bands this year. You might like the Aces show. I'll give you a sneak peek of its title, Into the Storm.
Ah, okay.
So,
yeah, I was actually unavailable on Monday because I was covering the village council meeting. That'll be out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will go up quickly 1-0. But I was contacted by Zach Kohlmeyer, the director of the band, and looks like I'm going to be doing some announcing for the band during the half times. Whoa, watch out, Chris. Okay. So I'm going to be doing some of the announcing. I try to do as many games as we can. Every now and then, if we're on the road, sometimes we get it and put in a broadcast space, our broadcast position. Oh, that could be trouble. They get it over the net. And that'll be out of bounds. I don't know if it was touched. Yeah, it was. I thought one of the Aces touched it. But sometimes geographically, the logistics just don't work, and we don't have enough time to get from our broadcast position over to where they announce for the halftime shows. Adams, Baird, Baldwin. Got it. Aces on the board. And sometimes, I'm only human. I might be under the weather, or every now and then I have to maybe be on the road, but try to avoid that. Ooh, this could be trouble again. That's going to fall short, and that'll be another point for the Aces. Oh, looks like they got pizza and nachos now out at the. And that'll be into the net, and the Aces will even it up at 3-all. Tied at 3 in game number 3. It's 1 game apiece between the Swanton Bulldogs and the Lady Aces here in the varsity match. And McKenna Baird floats that one well out of bounds on the back line. That'll put the Bulldogs up by 1, and libero Liliana Valderas with the serve. Van Scoter, nice setup, and that was touched by McAlexander's fingertips as it whistled by her. Bulldogs up now 5-3. Aces in their home whites tonight. Bulldogs in their road green and
I thought that was a gray.
it's kind of a greenish gray, and it's kind of a purpley blue. Aces will get the point, and Van Scoter serves. Lydia. Good serve. And that one's got a bullet on it. And that one will be inbounds, and another point for the Bulldogs, up now 6-4. Serve across the net to Smith, Baldwin, and Inkrot. Swanton responds, and they floated out of bounds on their end. And pull the Aces back to within one. Smith will check out, Slattery back in for Hicksville. Oh, that'll be another point for out of bounds, yep. And we'll be tied at 6. Into the net for Elise Baldwin. Bulldogs back up by a point now, and they'll get the serve back. And out of bounds, point for the Aces. Tied back up at 7. Adams will drop back to serve for Hicksville. Boniface will, well, first off on the Hicksville side, checking in will be Hannah Ridgway. And Boniface, Isabella Boniface, in for Swanton. Adams serve over the net. Alderis. Oh, good job. The Aces keeping it in front of them. Over it goes from McAlexander. Valderas. Push it across. Adams. Baird. Inkrot rolls it along. Nice save by Swanton. And Inkrot drops it in. Puts the Aces up by 1. Adams to serve again. Valderas. And into the net. Off the hands of Lexi Faber. Put Hicksville up by a couple. And that'll be off the hands of the Aces, out of bounds, and another point for Swanton. Jordan Ramirez in to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Down by 1. Ramirez across the net. And that'll be a point, and we'll be tied at 9. Ridgway. And that's going to be another point, as that time it went a little sideways off of Ridgway's wrist. Adams gets it over the net. And that'll be another point for the Bulldogs. Up now 11-9. So they've been going back and forth. Elise Baldwin back in for the Aces. So Ridgway will come out. Ramirez puts it over the net. Inkrot blocked, and Mika didn't have much time to think. She just got the ball up in the air, but was going in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Jordan Ramirez lining up her serve once again. Ramirez over the net to Adams. Baird and Baldwin. Baldwin over the back line and out of bounds. Serve to Adams. Baird and Inkrot again, and this time Mika dials it in. 13-10, Aces serve. It's going to go to McAlexander. Inkrot will step out, and Van Scoter comes in for her. McAlexander into the net. Always tough. Kara Ludlow. Back to serve once again for Swanton. Ludlow first to Baldwin. Then to Baird. Van Scoter. Alexander. Baldwin knocks it over. Slattery. Off the coach's foot. Out of bounds.
The Aces student section was trying to say that if it hit the coach's foot, he should be considered a player. And
well, it was out of bounds when it hit his foot, so it's not like it's not like basketball where you get a foul for kicking or a turnover for kicking. So timeout on the floor. Bulldogs leading the Aces 16-10. Bill and Chris calling the action for you tonight. Glad to have you here with us for the home opener. Earlier this evening, they played a freshman match. That was best 2 out of 3, and the Aces freshman girls were winners over the Swanton Bulldogs, 2-1. In the junior varsity match, it was the Swanton Bulldogs shutting out the Aces and winning in straight sets, 2-0. And, of course, we're in Game 3 here, the best 3 out of 5 varsity match. And so far, it's 1 game apiece for both the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Aces. Teams will break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back into action here. Both these teams looking to go up 2-1. Ludlow's serve. Van Scoter, was it knocked right back across the net? Baird puts it over. And there we go. Nice kill from the Aces. So they'll get the serve back. And Smith will come in to serve for Hicksville. Slattery will step out. Some good plays from Taylor Slattery here tonight. McAlexander, Van Scoter. Smith, Baird, Baldwin, out of bounds. Elise Baldwin has a lot of power when she hits the volleyball, and it's been kind of floating on her a little bit tonight. Faber gets it over the net. Baldwin, and again, a little too much on it. Bulldogs up now by 7, 18-11. Lexi Faber. Another good-looking serve to Adams, Baird, and Van Scoter. And a nice little tap over. Drops in and gets the point for Swanton. Non-conference action, of course, tonight. Van Scoter, she drops it in. Pulls the Aces back to within 7. And sends McKenna Baird back to serve for the Aces. Baird, nice setup. And it'll be out of bounds. And once again, Bulldogs hit 20 points. Aces down by 8. Back into the game, Liliana Valderas, their libero, and she'll be serving. Valderas to Smith, Baird, and then Baldwin. Smith in the back row. Baird once again. Van Scoter out of bounds. Smith goes down on her knees, digs it out of there. Baldwin, Valderas, McAlexander, Baird, Van Scoter. Trying to set it up, and they get it back over the net. Baird almost got him napping. Nice recovery by Swanton. Van Scoter again. Oh, and they'll dial in that. They put it right on the floor between McAlexander and Smith. Go up by 10, 22-12. Valderas' serve will continue. Alexander Adams into the net. Aces set. Smith, Alexander, and Smith a long hit to get it over the net. In the field of play. That one, Van Scoter, Baldwin. Let's see if they can get it set up, and they do. Nice hit, and that brings up game point for the Lady Bulldogs. Smith, Baird, Adams. Looking to answer. McAlexander. Baldwin. Alexander, Baird setting it up for Van Scoter. Nice save by the Lady Bulldogs. Alexander pushes it over the net. Baird, Adams. Work it around again. Baldwin. Setting it up. And there we go. Point for the Aces. They'll get the serve back. But it's 24-13, so. And Scoter. And that'll be another point for Hicksville. As Valderas sent that one into the front of the scorer's table. Lydia will get another serve. Into the net. So 25-14. Game 3 will go to the Lady Bulldogs of Swanton, and they'll take a 2-1 lead in this best 3 out of 5 varsity series. Well, we have one more diamond level underwriter to thank here between games, and we'll do that right now. And that, of course, is our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. ARC Solutions, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville in our industrial park with solutions for business and industry, like robotics, plasma, welding, so much more. They do an incredible amount of things, and they've done stuff all over the region, all over the state, and all over the country. You can find out more about the many incredible things that they are capable of doing and that they have done. Check them out online. It's www.arcsolinc.com. I usually been thanking, Denny Vetter, and he still is involved, but he's kind of stepped back a little bit and is sort of semi-retired. So we want to wish him the very best in his new capacity over there at ARC Solutions, but it's still the same great company, and we're still just as proud to have them as one of our diamond level underwriters for all of our sports coverage in 2024. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the industrial park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Well, we're looking forward to fun of another kind tomorrow night. As it'll be, again, Wednesday, about the midway portion of the 2024 run of the Defiance County Fair. And if you are going to head out to the fairgrounds tomorrow, remember that it is both Veterans Day and Senior Citizens Day on the fairgrounds tomorrow. And we're going to be on the show arena around 7 o'clock, I believe, for a fun event, which is the mutton bustin', where the youngsters ride the sheep. We have a lot of fun doing that. We had a great time last year, so we thought we'd go back. As it worked out, we didn't have anything scheduled opposite it. So, yeah, we're going to head over for the mutton bustin' to cover that for you tomorrow from the Defiance County Fairgrounds. Hey, don't forget, too, the weekly live update, what's going on at Hicksville Community Television, our upcoming schedule of broadcast coverage and so forth. And community information comes your way at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. I don't know if I'm going to be in studio or if I'm going to be doing tomorrow's update on the road from some, who knows, some exotic location. We'll have to wait and see. Tune in tomorrow, Facebook page, 4 o'clock, find out.
Is it going to be from your penthouse?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe from the submarine.
There you go. I'm more sure you have some contacts that can make that happen. I always say the amount of people Bill knows amazes me. It seems like he's got a contact anywhere.
What I ought to do is I ought to contact Sheriff Engel and maybe just not tell anybody and just do like one from like the back of one of the cruisers. I'm in the back seat here.
Hey, get on one of their boats.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little cruise on the Muddy Mommy. Heck yeah. Underway, game number 4. It's a must-win for the Aces. McAlexander and Baldwin and Van Scoter drops it in. Off to a good start as the Aces strike first. They'll continue their serve. Baird puts the ball over the net and into play. Oh, and that was a good shot that drops in, and we're even at 1 point each. Again, a win in this game will give the match to the Swanton Bulldogs. The Aces must win to force a 5th and deciding game. McAlexander, Baird, Baldwin. Nice block, but it's out of bounds. Baldwin got her hands on it, but it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a point for Swanton. Valderas again back to serve. Over the net, right to Slattery. Van Scoter. Swanton answers, that'll be out. A little too much on that one from Kaklovich. A couple of the students having to run around the side, had to go into the bleachers to get that one ricocheting around there. Van Scoter's serve. Baird, Inkrot. Baird, Van Scoter, Inkrot. Oh. That one caught Slattery just a little bit off balance. Bulldogs will go up by a point. Serving now. Peklovich. Inkrot. Slattery gets it this time. Baldwin. Valderas sends it right back over. Little tip over. Valderas returns the favor. Excuse me. Valderas gets it over the net. Baldwin blocked. And point for the Aces. Tied up at 3. Valderas over the net to McAlexander. Oh, Slattery a little too much on that one. Bulldogs back up by a point.
Or as Jim Seiler would say, a little bit too much mustard.
Yeah. The stories we could tell about Jim Seiler, hot dogs and mustard. On the net, but doesn't get hung up. That'll be out. Missed by about a foot. Looking forward, I should see Jim next week on Tuesday at the Hicksville Rotary, I do believe. And that one just floated on her. She knew as soon as she hit it, she had the wrong angle as it floats up and out of bounds and puts the Aces on top by a point. Nice serve. Nice hit, and that'll be out of bounds again. Aces will go up by 2. Adams serves again. That one will float on Kennedy. Checking back into the game, number 8, Jordan Ramirez for Swanton. She'll come in so she can take over the serving chores. Ramirez right to Baldwin, Baird, Slattery right back to Adams, and then Baird again, Inkrot, and they're going to say inbounds. Aces will go up 7-5. Alexander with the serve. Van Scoter, Adams, and Van Scoter again. That one will drop in, and Baldwin can't quite get to it in time. So it's back to a 1-point game. Quick substitution in now, number 12, Ludlow. Kara will drop back to serve. Aces up by a point. Swanton with the serve. Ludlow right to Elise Baldwin. To Baird. Slattery. They dig it out. Adams. Slattery. Baird. Setting it up. McAlexander dives for it. Van Scoter taps it over. And point for the Aces. And Coach Lavin just wanted to double check with the officials to make sure that her personnel were in the right position before the serve. They'll go over the net. Baird, Baldwin. And that'll be Baldwin going over the top of the net, and it'll be a point for Swanton. Slattery will come out, and Smith back in for the Aces. And it'll be Faber back to serve for Swanton. Faber to Adams. Baird, Van Scoter, and it's tapped right back over. Baldwin pushes it over. Swanton setting it up. And that'll be a point for the Bulldogs as it's hit by the Aces and drops down. Tied at 8. Lexi Faber clears the net. That'll be out of bounds and unreturnable. Another point for Swanton. And that'll be another point for the Bulldogs. Faber will continue her serve. And Ridgway will check in for Adams. Faber floats it across the net to Ridgway. Baird, Van Scoter has it sent right back over. And they'll drop it in nicely. Aces with the point, and they'll get the serve back. Adams back in. McKenna Baird. Swanton gets it over. Smith. Baird, Adams. Oh, and that's in. Nope, it was out. Okay. All right, look, well. 10-all. We'll take it. Pay no attention to that man behind the microphone. That went off of McAlexander's hands as Smith diving for it as well. It'll go out of bounds on the back wall and put Swanton back up by a point, 11-10.
Pay attention to which man behind the microphone, though.
Well, I don't think anybody pays attention to you anyway.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to that.
We're just kidding. Oh, he just rolled it over. Nice. Whoop, and that'll be out of bounds.
Although they counter that point, they kind of have to be paying attention because of the camera.
Yeah, true. Maybe one of these days we'll hit the lottery and we'll be able to get one of those systems that allow us to do like the instant replay.
Oh, yes.
And we can check and see. That went into the net, point for the Aces. Oh, that drops in. That's good. Swanton up by a point, or by 2 now, 13-11. With the serve, number 13, Anya Kaklovich. Excuse me. And that'll be out. Aces pull back to within 1. They'll get the serve back. And it'll be Elise Baldwin. Baldwin, Slattery, Kennedy Adams. Punch it over, back to Baldwin, back to Baird. Slattery. And that'll be out. Tied at 13. Baldwin with a good serve. Set it up, Keklevich rather, and they'll drop it over off the hands of, I think it was number 9, Hannah Kraus. Kinley Curtis back to serve for Swanton. That'll be out. And we're tied at 14. I'm going to take this one right down to the wire. Chris will be biting his fingernails. Kennedy Adams with the serve for the Aces. Puts it over the net. And that will drop in for the Lady Bulldogs. And 8 and 10 into the game. That's again Jordan Ramirez to serve, and Zara Wiley. Also, let's see, also into the game is Bayla Remmer, the freshman we saw. Oh, nice job. Point for the Aces. Back up at tied at 15. Evie McAlexander back to serve. And that's going to be a point for Swanton. The Aces kind of get out of position there. Lara Carzales steps out for the Bulldogs, and in for her is Cara Ludlow with the serve. Ludlow right to Adams, to Baird, Slattery. Boom! There it is. She'll get the point, and then Taylor will drop back to serve with the teams tied at 16 here in game 4. Remmer. And that in. Point for the Bulldogs. Remmer will step out, and back into the game, number 7, Kinley Curtis. And Lexi Faber back to serve once again. Her team leading by 1. Faber to Adams, and she gets it off the side of her hands and heads right into Alex McLaughlin's waiting arms on the sideline. One more. That's McAlexander to Adams, Van Scoter. Nice setup. Nice block. Stop by Baldwin. And he'll be into the net. Not sure. I think it was either Baldwin or Van Scoter that went into the net. And that'll be another point for the Bulldogs. Another serve coming up for Lexi Faber. Adams to Baird and Baldwin. Van Scoter drops it in. Aces back to within 2. McKenna Baird back to serve. Baird over the net. And that's in. So that'll put the Swanton Lady Bulldogs at 20 points again. And their libero, Liliana Valderas, with the serve, and that just hit her hand wrong. It had that weird slap sound. You knew it was going to be a dying swan into the net. And Scoter. Oh. Pulled him out of position. Good job by the Aces recognizing that and striking. Makes it a 1-point game once again. Van Scoter with another serve coming up. Nice block, and that'll be Aces as they went into the net. We're tied at 20. Timeout on the floor. Just about 9 o'clock, so.
The winner of the 50-50 was Chris Ridgway. He graciously donated it all back to the volleyball program.
Chris Ridgway winning the 50-50 and donating his winnings back. Fine example that Chris Warner would never follow. I kid, Chris, but you're not even old. Are you old enough to gamble legally? No, you're not 21 yet.
I think you could do 50-50s at 18.
Well,
I'm not totally for sure.
I don't know. You might have to slip me if you win, you might have to slip me a few bucks.
No, I'm going to donate it all back.
Keep my mouth shut. Well, okay, I'd let you do that. I'd let you do that. All that says here and helps to support the volleyball program, of course.
Although, one thing I'm looking forward to football season, I think you know, Bill, the Athletic Boosters cheeseburgers.
Let's hope they do it again this year.
It's not football without the Athletic Boosters cheeseburgers, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree.
Just like you can't have a basketball season without chicken sandwiches.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Aces take the lead, 21-20. As the possibility of a Game 5 starts to loom. It's out. We'll be tied at 21. Got to win by 2, by the way. I think the best one that I saw was 34-32 back in the day. Oh, out of bounds though, so point goes to the Bulldogs. And that into the net, and we're tied at 22. Baldwin, her serve, nice setup, tap it over, and it drops in. Bulldogs up now, and they get the serve back. Kinley Curtis drops back to serve for Swanton. Curtis to Slattery. Oh! And we're going to be tied at 23. Baylor Remmer back into the game for the Lady Bulldogs. And Kennedy Adams back to serve. Remmer. And they'll drop it in. Again, Remmer with a dig. And they'll send it back to Baldwin. Baird and McAlexander. Baird, McAlexander, Inkrot. Over it goes. Slattery. That'll be out. Aces go up 24-23. It's game point for Hicksville. Adams. Swanton looking to set it up. Aces get it over the net. And that'll be a point for Swanton. We're tied at 24. You got to win by 2, by the way, so. Ramirez back to serve. Ramirez over the net. Baldwin. And that's going to be out of bounds. And that'll put the Bulldogs up by a point. And so now it's game point for Swanton and timeout on the floor. This is a huge, huge exchange coming up. Point for the Swanton Bulldogs, and they'll win the varsity match 3-1. The Aces they must win to force a 5th and deciding game. So they're going to talk it over. And again, we'll just take a little time here, just run down the list, and want to thank all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight and making our live streams possible to be able to do it for you for free. Our 4 diamond level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, online at jimschmidtauto.com. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, online at aptmfg.com/careers. And they're going to get ready to get things started here. We've still got some more underwriters, but we'll recognize them before we wrap up here tonight. Ramirez, match point. Puts it in play. Baird drops it in. Caught him napping. And now the Aces have the serve. Evie McAlexander. Over it goes. Off the Aces' hands, out of bounds, and it's a 1-point lead again for the Swanton Lady Bulldogs, 26-25. And Carl Ludlow with the serve. Ludlow, Baldwin, Baird, Van Scoter, and that'll be a point for the Aces. The double hit. Taylor Slattery now back to serve for Hicksville. Out. Taylor's upset with herself for that one. Bulldogs now up 27-26. Slattery will come out, Smith in, and again, match point for the Swanton Lady Bulldogs. Faber with the serve. Lexi over the net. Adams, Baird taps it over. They're waiting for it this time. And that'll be the game. 28-26. The Swanton Lady Bulldogs win game 4, and they win the varsity match 3-1. Well, we'll resume thanking our underwriters. We already mentioned the Jim Schmidt family of dealerships, auto dealerships, and APT Manufacturing Solutions. Thanks also to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for the latest information on COVID boosters, flu shots, schedule an appointment, and more. And also ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. And they've got a special sign, 200 career wins for varsity head coach Kyle Borer with the victory here tonight. So we'll pass along congratulations to Coach Borer as well on 200 career wins this evening, while his team gathers around for some well-deserved celebration. We also want to thank our 2 silver-level underwriters who were with us this evening for the home opener of the volleyball tournament, or volleyball season. That's our good friends at the Hicksville Bank, member FDIC, located in downtown Hicksville and online at www.thb.bank. And Bruce Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering in Hicksville, Ohio. Get the latest listings and auction calendar online at guilford-realestate.com. So with that, we're going to wrap it up for this evening. Again, we apologize for the internet issues that we had and the Wi-Fi issues that we had affecting our ability to live stream this evening. We'll hopefully get those corrected before we're back here for more action in the red zone. I want to say a big thank you again to Misters Hott and Overmeyer, the co-athletic directors, for giving us our space and permission to live stream and making us feel very, very comfortable here. We appreciate that an awful lot. Thanks to all of our underwriters, and thanks to you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. With that, we're going to wrap it up. Our next sports live stream coming your way Friday night, live from Hamler, Ohio at Patrick Henry High School. It'll be the week number 1 away game for the Hicksville Aces, kicking off the season as they take on the Patrick Henry Patriots. And don't forget the weekly live update coming your way on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Our next fair live stream happens tomorrow night, 7 p.m. It'll be mutton bustin' from the show arena at the fairgrounds. So with that, once again tonight in the freshman match, it was the Hicksville Lady Aces defeating the Swanton Lady Bulldogs 2-1. In the JV match, it was Swanton shutting out the Aces 2-0. And here in the nightcap, it's the Lady Bulldogs defeating the Aces 3-1, 25-9, 25-22, 25-14, and 28-26 to win the varsity match. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Again, thanks so much for joining us this evening. Stay safe, take care. And for Chris Warner running the camera, the OBS software, and helping me out with some of the announcing duties, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.